Yes, we on. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. So, welcome. Definitely, tonight this is going to be a good one. So, now with that being said, being a spiritual healer, what I do is that I help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. And what I mean by that, and I do so pretty much by, helping you. Let's just say if we're talking about being emotionally balanced, then you need to understand how your emotions are being created. You have to understand your emotional patterns and also being able to identify a lot of early wound, like your what we call in what we actually call in the occult your wounded child, referring to those early emotions. So for you to balance your emotion, you would have to be aware of all of these things. And that's what I help you do. So so that has nothing to do with, let's just say, you not raising your voice or or being polite. This is self inner like work here, not just the mere fucking behavior or pretending something here. So that would be dealing with your emotional aspect, but mostly for you become emotionally balanced. Now, in addition to that, I also help you to become mentally balanced. It's the same principle goes. Now, when we talk about mentally balanced, is to have a clear understanding, a clear vision, which also require you to understand how your mind is being controlled. So you got to be aware of all these things because for you to become conscious in general is to be aware of a lot of shit, especially the shit that you're surrounded by. It's to have a better understanding of your environment. It's to know the truth. It's to see beyond the veil. All of that is attributing to you. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here because this is all relevant, because I'm going to be talking about spirituality too. Hey, but tonight, this is the night, baby. Mm-mm. These are the last days. These are the last days. Mm. But anyway, and also, how would you be able to be mentally balanced if your mind is being controlled by other people? You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't have any type of self mastery here. So pretty much, it's a little bit deeper. It's understanding how your mind is being controlled, how your mind is being shaped, how it works, and now at this point, for you to make it yours, and ultimately becoming conscious or becoming a master. It's just you now knowing and being who you are in so many ways. So that's pretty much what I do. I mean, and it's very complex. I mean, shit. It'll probably take me days and hours even to talk about this because it's really, as a spiritual healer, it's like we really we gotta we diving in because for you to see the reality as it is, you gotta go inner. So literally, you gotta become deep. You gotta get to the core of who you are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bypass the bullshit. Looking through the fucking illusion. All of that. It's a lot of work, baby. It's very complex. But also, this is also revealing, about who we are too. Because that would be me as a spiritual healer dealing with you. So that's why, which prompt me to the next thing. When I always talk about spirituality so that people understand spirituality, it's your regular fucking life. It's not outside of yourself. It's not them. I'm saying it's not there. It's everywhere. It's you. And unfortunately, due to ignorance, due to the fact that you were never shaped for you to know you, You're shaped to be regular, to act a certain way, to be a certain way. So again, when we're talking about getting to the bottom of the bottom, you have to. We literally got to be deep niggas. You got to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no surface niggas, man. You already know. Like you just come on, man. You're playing yourself. Eh, oh man. Not only that, we deep and we roll deep. Come on, man. You know I always roll with the superheroes, man. I gotta salute them because you know they watching. They telling me go get them, Tiger. Fucking lying. Mm. But anyway, and of course by that I would refer to all of my ancestors. Come on, man. Like once you have that connection, you understand what this is. Oh man, it's just beautiful. It's like now you'll be experiencing this reality on a whole different level while you're still in this reality. That's why the Indian, they call this world a world of fucking illusion. And the true masters, we're never afraid of being here because we know if I'm a star over there, I'm a star over here. I'm a star everywhere. That's why when you hear, you gotta know that you're a star. You gotta know who the fuck you are. And that's how knowing who you are is setting you free, baby. Come on, guy. Listen, and by the way, I had created like a short series that I'm gonna be calling "To Give Is to Receive." You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be giving out tips, and please keep the change. But we only tip once though. You know what I'm saying? Then when you're ready to it, you already know. When you're ready, it's gonna find you. But I guess a little bit of something else that I was thinking about. That would be a little more straight to the point. When it comes to making a point. Certain things that you might want to know that will help you to open up your eyes and you'll be able to build on other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because first you got to be in that space. In so many words, that's why meditation is also important too. And I had already talked about that, but I guess as I was talking about what I was talking about, it's closely related because now you need to know how do you raise your consciousness. Do you see what I'm saying? Because when you're toxic, you don't know that you're toxic. Only when you no longer become toxic. So how do you get yourself to no longer becoming toxic? So now you could identify that how this is how toxic you used to be. Meditation allows you to get into those spaces. It open up your mind. That's why motherfuckers will tell you open up your third eye. Now you are able to receive certain signals. You raising your vibration, and again, this all comes down to showing you that when we're talking about spirituality, it's nothing but you right here, right now, sucking a dick, getting fucked, gay, straight, whatever the fuck, Republican, Democrat, uh, Haitian, American. Yeah, what the fuck? Have at it. This is all of you. And that's where at that time you have different cultures, you have different interpretation of what spirituality is, and you have, what I'm saying, but all of that it's mainly reflecting, them seeking for who they are. But most importantly, their story, your story. If you're a Christian, well, this is your story. Now your seeking for God now has become Christ, and but ultimately you do know there's something greater than you that you're seeking, but that's inside of you. Maybe you don't know what it is, whatever the fuck your situation is. But you know, regardless of how stupid or how dumb you are, you're still reflecting those God quality, and that's what we call zombies. And now the monks, being as wise as they are, namaste, now they tell you namaste. Because now, even though you're stupid, you're vibrating on a lower level, I still know you're God. From now, the God in me to the God in you. Fuck your level. I already got that's compassion too. That's you embracing, that's you embodying the nigga. Oh, that's a body. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's been 10 fucking minutes. No. Now, my niggas who came back, you already know. I always gotta salute you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because you made the best decision in your life. You know what I'm saying? Not only that you had something good, you came back for more. And where you got this from, where this is coming from, there's a whole lot, nigga. There's a whole fucking lot. Again, this is all love, baby. You know, we breaking bread, we're sharing our wisdom, we're sharing our gifts with humanity. I'm sharing my beauty with you. I'm holding on the mirror, holding that you, hoping that you can see who you are, and make the world a better place. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine all God working of it? I mean, walking down this earth. I mean, actually actualize God, because we are all God in essence. Anyway, I'm talking too much. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I was just expressing myself. I was nigga shit. Ain't no shame in my game. I was being sensitive. You know, gives a fuck. You feel me? Shit. I was just holding my dick. You know what I'm saying? There was so much shit I was doing here, man. It's like picture me roller skating, man. I'm holding my dick, baby. You feel me? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my element, doing what I love and giving you what I love and giving you myself. This is for you. I love you. Hmm. And shit. You'll get it later. You'll get it later. It's all good though. You're always gonna be good. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying, oh motherfucker. But anyway, so now, shit. I guess that was. I mean, we said so much here, but pretty much just to summarize, right? Well, welcome back. First of all, niggas. Saying, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Shit, niggas. I got y'all. I got you, nigga. Relax. We're good. We're good. We're good. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, what we do here, man, we're showing love, we're sharing bread, wisdom, we're sharpening up each other. Listen, man, we're just helping out the community out here, man. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, come on, man. That's what a spiritual healer does. That's my job, nigga. How you doing? I got the medicine for you. I got it. That's what we're here for. I am at your service. Your Honor, all of you motherfuckers. I'm serving y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving you a quality shit too. That's why I gotta be on my bullshit. You feel me? But anyway, you already know the routine. You know how we get down. And that's the beauty of it all too. It's showing you spirituality is fucking everything. Once you understand it, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's come on, man, you find your beauty. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's shit. I ain't no going back from here. Like I looked at how where I used to be in my head. Shit, nigga, you crazy. Gonna go back to you know what I'm saying? Everything is here. Your inner self. This is the real treasure, man. Find the kingdom of God. Stop playing. Spread the word, man. Tell them what you see here, okay? We're giving sights to the blinds, okay? You spread the good word. Come on. Wait a minute, guys. I just gotta reload real quick. As I'm doing so, I think I'm gonna summarize what I've what we talked about so far because we're gonna delve into some shit. And I like everything that's taking place right now too, because I know the spirit is here. But most importantly, it's like because I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a download that I have received, right? And and as we're talking about all of these things, it's pretty much we are opening up the fucking portals because we're about to go in. Come on now. Come on. You know what I'm saying? We're just getting warm up, baby. Now, some of you may be lost on that one. If you caught it though, you're good. You're still in the game. You ain't doing anything bad so far. You good. You're doing good, nigga. Hmm. I'm that cute. Hmm. Find your beauty, man. Find your beauty. Find your light. But anyway, to summarize real quick, pretty much as a spiritual healer, the tool that I use is spirituality. I already shut you niggas out. So now let's go in, guys, right? So, pretty much now showing you that spirituality is just it's your story. But at the same time, I'm also showing you in so many words or in so many ways, if you were traveling along with me, how this world is not what it appears to be. Because ultimately, the more conscious we become, the more we look at the same reality differently. Like my son, he's 5 years old, and myself, this nigga Spider Man right now. You know what I'm saying? We're sharing the same space and time, but our consciousness, we're looking at the same reality differently. You heard niggas telling you that shit all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I was poor. I didn't know I was even poor. Until again, that's why understanding the science of ignorance is important. If you're a light worker, I mean, I guess, I'm gonna plug that in real quick. That's why you gotta walk both sides. Meaning you gotta have a new understanding, which is your consciousness, but also the old understanding. Because a lot of people, like the people who are toxic, I'll give you a perfect example. They don't know that they're fucking toxic. So they're here. They only have one understanding, which is just the darkness. But you, as a light worker, you got to walk. I mean, for you to even have the light, to be a light worker, you got to walk on both sides automatically. There's no other way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with a whole bunch of motherfucking dark niggas. You gotta fuck with them dark niggas. What? A lot of them are my superheroes. Check yourself out. It's like maybe okay. All right. I'll say this. Like me being a doer, there's a dark side to me because I'm the type of guy that do what I say and I do. Like if you were to have a guy like me, let's just say you turn me into a gangster. That's a little bit of a dark side of me too. Okay. It's like I'm this lovable guy, but once you cross it though, like you like I do both well. I love you good and I fuck you good. Like I treat you good, but if I gotta whoop your ass, I'm whooping your ass real good because I'm emotional. And I don't even stop myself from being it. I'm being myself. That's the expressive. That's the spirit in me. So now, if I were to go a little bit deeper into those different personalities of mine, then that's when we'll be talking about Ogu, Shango, and all that shit. But that's for a whole different story. But I'm just making a connection here for those of you who knows. That was the tip of the day, niggas. Keep the change. We're gonna close that portal. Out of here. So now, guys, the download that I had, the first one, and I had already talked about it, right? It was about the whole Shaquilla Robinson stuff in terms of what her spirit represented. And I did a video about that, I'm saying, honoring her because there was a message. Now I got the message, okay, but now I didn't, okay, to what okay, I definitely get it. And the message was, is to for you to identify your enemies, but also knowing more of who you are too. Because the more of you know about, the more you'll understand, what's taking place outside of you. So now with the honorable or the beautiful Tina Turner who just passed away, and then that was another message. And that's when for me it clicked. And I'm like, okay, niggas, I got some shit for y'all. That message right there, she had what love has to do with it. Keep that in mind because I'm gonna make the connection. So first, Shakrullah told you to identify your enemy. Know who you are more. Trust who you are more. Because the more you know who you are, the less you're gonna waste your time with people who's not worth of your time. That has to do with you knowing more who you are. That's why we say we do not cast our pearls before swine. Come on now, niggas. I'm trying to take y'all somewhere. But for you to do that, you have to identify who your enemies are. So a lot of us, when I say a lot of us, I'm referring to, you know, um, you know, that type of spirit, the one who's the lovable ones, the one who's in that path, but who hasn't really fully know who they are. Those lost sheeps. They lost, but they are sheeps. Meaning, I'm not referring to them being weak. What I'm truly talking about here, it's like you know when you know, because not all of us it's here on the same time. So if you want me to put it that way, you would have a light being and then a dark being. And what I'm trying to say is when we're looking at the reality that we're living in, what you have is you'll have some people call it chosen ones. Well, I ain't judging. Hey, all right, all right. But I'll just call it people of the light, right? Everybody's ultimately light, but the difference here, I talked about the energy of empires, what you call the zombies, the people who are asleep. That's also a reality that we're dealing with as well. Or if you want to call it the matrix, because this is our spiritual battlefield. So, how do you identify these people? Pretty much. But these people are also your enemies. When somebody's your enemy, and this is what I'm going to be talking about, because it took me a minute for even for me to like, oh shit, you're my enemy, dog. I'm so lovable. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker coming at you, you just come on, man. Yeah, you forgive him. But nah, I mean, not that you don't forgive him. You gotta know this nigga don't fuck with you. and I had a small, I had to give and to receive. That I talked about what the fuck was I talking about? It's that same shit, which he's, well, not casting your pearls before swine, but also I don't remember. It was the second one I was talking about. Maybe um I don't even fucking remember, right? But what I'm saying here, though, to get back to the conversation, is you not understanding who your enemy is, because a lot of them, and I'm gonna make the connection in everything that we're talking about too here. So now, how do you identify your enemies? And that's what the Shaquilla message was, because she was actually hanging out with people who didn't love her. It sounds like a lost sheep, but that was the message that lost sheep was telling us: wake up, identify your enemies. That's what the message, at least to me, that's how it came to me. Identify your enemies, because a lot of us, what I'm saying, you calling people friends, you don't know who your friends are. But not everybody's your friend, for lack of a better term, I guess, or to dumb it down. So you got to know who your enemies are, who's against you. You know, like when you have people, I'll give you a perfect example, who are creating rumors about you just so they could put you down. That's somebody that's against you. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that is not you. They're creating a whole different pictures about you just so other people could see you on a different light, so they could put you down. They're trying to demolish you, meaning what you stand for, who you are. That's why your enemies, they are there to kill you. That's why they don't want to see the best for you too. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But I'm just making the connection as we're progressing into what this shit is all about. You knowing who the fuck your enemies are, because that's what the message was. So they fucking up your fucking image, because obviously they want to get, they want to diminish you, but give you a whole different, like making you look ugly. They're trying to fuck up your beauty. Oh, you can't fuck up my beauty, baby. I look too good, nigga. Shit. Shit. But ultimately, that's what they're doing, though. Consciously or not, that's the action that's being taken against you. Now, remember, I told you what love has to do with it. All right. That's still for later. Take it easy, motherfucker. Relax. I'm taking you there, baby. Shit, nigga. Don't you rock my boat, nigga. Don't you motherfucking rock my boat, nigga. Mm. So now that pretty much they have to assassinate your character. That's what killing you is. But your character, man. saying your reputation, your being, your the energy that you are, the message. They fucking you up. They fucking you up, baby. You know what I'm saying? They coming at you. Then also they take your shit and they make your shit theirs. So this is total abuse here. They beating you up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like looking at these niggas, right? I'm like, look at everything that they're doing just to make me look bad. Oh, when I tell you I'm able to see the hate and I see the energy, and I'm like, why? Because I have mastered myself. When you master yourself, you know who your enemies are. You gotta know because you don't want to be a lost sheep or that lost being who was still in the process. She was still a baby in her awakening process. Oh, that's why this is justice for her. I mean, this is justice for a baby. You hear me? She was a baby, like who was stepping into herself, but to attain that mastery level, listen, man, that's when you got to crawl, you got to walk. Oh, that spiritual life is for real. You got to embrace your shadow. But anyway, I already talked about that. But we're gonna be talking about all of that because it's all part of the fucking download. And by the way, when I'm talking about download, and it's so cute for me to say it too, and I'll tell you why. Because generally speaking, in the occult language, that would be something you would probably say, or in the biblical language, like a revelation. God told me something. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny that I'm even saying that because I'm reflecting the technology reality that I'm also living now too. That's why you got to make spirituality yours. The example that Jesus used to use was what was taking place around his time. This is your story, nigga. Yeah, you scratching your ass, motherfucker. Like, what? Yeah, that dumb motherfucker. Yeah, he's spirit. That's his story. And now, you know, as you know, us having the Christ consciousness, which is the highest state of enlightenment, because there's levels to it. When you become the Christ, and that's where you need to go. That's the direction we're all heading, meaning the highest consciousness. That's the name of the game. It's not magic. It's not channeling. It's none of that shit. It's for you to know who you are. And as a result of that, of course, because you are spirit, you channeling it just a part of you. Manifestation is just an aspect of you. That's why you could do so many different things. Come on now. There's levels in this. Your humanity is your spirituality. Once that light you used to be, you become that over here, it doesn't matter. Because now you transcended. Again, this is the different reality that we're living in. But again, this is also reflecting what we call Maya, the illusion. It's not what it looks like or what it appears to be. So now you got to know when somebody's against you. Someone who's against your success, your growth, is your enemy. In other words, they don't want to see better for you. If you want me to dumb it down, but also the spirituality aspect of that is that your light has irritated their darkness. And again, you have to understand the shadow self. In my past recording, I'm just going to make a quick summarize. Your shadow self is everything you suppressed about you. And the spirit in general has to express itself no matter what. That's why even when you don't master your shadow self, it will trigger. And the way it triggered is you truly your shadow self asking you for help. That's why the more you become yourself, you are able to deal with your shadow. Because generally speaking, and again, another way of saying that is a motherfucker like who's stupid, but they don't know that they're stupid. So they don't know how to deal with their shadow, man. And for you as a light worker, you have to know the signs of ignorance, which is that bullshit. But truly, which is, that's what got you here. That's why I always tell you niggas, if anybody cannot tell you how stupid they used to be, hey man, it's on you. There's no other way. You gotta have a story, baby. That's what the growth is. Everybody who's been through growth, you gotta have a story. So meaning you can't be innocent. Oh, I did that and now I'm open. Now, I get to see things better. That compassion that you still have for yourself, that part of that growth. That's how you're growing spiritually. You actualizing your inner senses. You having a better perception of your reality. Yeah, this shit's that deep, man. You know what I'm saying? So again, now you got to know how to deal with these people. So now, when I talked about not casting your pearls before swine, well, that's exactly what you're doing. You understanding their nature, but yet again, namaste. That's the balance. That's the beauty, and as you understand.